Welcome to my tutorials of learning Android Studio. Android Studio is a tool that is used to develop an Android app, and it consists of the IDE, usually called Integrated Development Environment. That simply means that it contains a text editor that is used to write your Java code, and it contains debugging tools and also contains tools for debugging your app, such as an emulator. In this particular video, I'm going to focus on only three things. First, I'm going to show how to set up the Android Studio app project. Secondly, I'm going to convert my word to Express and showing you how things are organized in Android Studio. How to write a Java code, where to write your code, well, and very many things. And third, I'm going to demonstrate the examples of debugging and running apps. In this case, we are actually going to solve many problems, and then also how to run your finished app. Before we start, you should already have some experience with Java, and very many students tend to learn Android Studio without understanding Java. So you need to have an experience in using Java. So it's hopeful that some of the experience in Java can help you get started. In the next couple of videos, I'll be showing you how to do this. Secondly, you can have Java installed, and if you don't know how to install it, of course you can go to the link shown in this video. And you also need the software development kit and it's also available and free. And third, you also need Android Studio installed. Well, this is a quick demonstration of the app that I'm going to develop. In this app, we are supposed to import the numbers. Like we get a pop-up that allows us to put the numbers and add them. Yes, and now when you click add, you should be in position to get 30. Yes, let's continue. Now when I put 20, 30, when I add, I get 30. Then now I can get 50. Well, now let's go ahead. Now we are ready to demonstrate how to set up your project in Android Studio. So when you first launch, you'll have the screen as shown, and now you simply go next and select standard, and then finish. And here it wants to download all the components needed. Here it may end up taking a lot of time, so now I'll have to pause and continue the video later. Now my installation is now done. Now let us take a while, click finish and go next. Now click start in your Android Studio project, and the first thing you're going to first put is my first app, and the name doesn't matter. You can put any name, as simple as that. The other place that you're gonna see is the package name. That's where your files are going to be created. The company domain name is used when you're publishing your app in a different packages. So right now it's not super important. So we are now going to begin organizing our code in the domain notation. So probably this is very, very important because it will help you in publishing your app. Another thing that you need to know is the folder where your project is going to be stored. Now it takes out the spaces where it is. Down here is where your project is going to be saved. That is where mine is being saved. And the next thing is where we are going to select the type of the app that we are going to select, either for a tab or phone. We got selected the oldest version of Android. This app is so simple. You just have to select API 15, which is the ice cream sandwich, and it has all the API levels, so that is much pretty there. Now click next. For educational purposes, you have to select empty activity. It is like a screen now that you're looking at in Android. Introductory video can now really start with that. Now once you create two files, the first thing is the Java code will run this activity. It is going to be called the main activity. It's like a class name for the Java code. We are also going to create an XML file. It describes what the layout looks like. Possibly you can now finish. Now the first time you run Android Studio, this is the kind of layout you can find, because I'm going to create an app, and now you need to check down and see the graduals, whether they are syncing or not. And for this case, you need the strong machine for it to be in process to run faster. You're also going to get two tabs. One is the main activity tab and the activity tab. Yes, that is very pretty right there. This is the activity, main activity, where you find the XML files. And then, but let's talk about the project itself, how it is navigated. This is very, really important. It's how you're going to navigate through all your different projects. So you can see right up there's Android, find the project, all the packages. There are different ways how you can see your app, by just clicking on Android, and you'll be in position to see whatever is happening to your project. You can display your project in different formats. So now expand Java and look at the resource files. So I don't want to talk about those ones right now. We are going to put our Java code in this section. It is created in 3 packages. The first one is called the main activity. So when you click there, you'll be in position to see the main activity page. Down here under resources, there are very, very many other kind of actions that can take place down there. There is drawable, the layouts, then under the layout you have the activity main, and that's what we are going to work with today. And then you have other files, the values, the strings, Now these values store things like strings, XML files. It's holding a reference to the name of the project. So that means anywhere we put the app name in the project, it is going to change to something else.
Kampala International University is a leading private university. Visit our website or any of our campuses for more details. KIU, exploring the heights.